Hi there, Titans. My name is Paige, and today I'm going to show you how you can set up a new profile role in your user access Smart V settings. So whenever you are creating a Smart V portal, you have the ability to add on multiple types of profiles and roles and give different users different sets of permissions. So whenever you're ready to create a new role to group a certain type of person to be able to see certain permissions and things on the portal, this is how you will do that. You will start by going into the settings wheel, go to user access, turn on Smart V, and then configure your Smart V login. You'll do this as normal, and then when you go to parameters, this is how you are going to set up the identifier for your profile group. So on the contact record or whatever object you're using to have your users log in, you will select a field that will identify them to be in this role and profile type. So for me, I'm going to use department. And the idea is that, if they were in a certain department, maybe like the HR department or the cake baking department or whatever, then they would see this type of permissions. So I'll go ahead and generate that. And then you need to turn on access control here to configure the different permissions and accessibility of your portal. So the guest user, this is the user who did not log in yet. So if you have like a home page or some type of landing page and then the person logs in, so the guest user role is what people see before they have logged in. The fallback role is the standard role unless they are considered any of your custom roles that you create. So I created a cakes department members role, and you can just add roles by clicking here, and then you're able to add them. Let me go ahead and delete my cakes department so we can add a new one. So when you get a new role, go ahead and name it whatever identifies that group of people. So for me, I am going to name them cake bakers. And now this field here is asking for the value that needs to match in order for it to be that person. So Smart V parameter value, it's referring to that Smart V parameter that I set over here. And so I set up the department field in the Smart V, and so now I need to go and say what is the value of that department field for them to be considered a cake baker. So here's my field in Salesforce, and if it says cakes, then that will make them a cake baker. And so now I'm going to just paste bake cakes right here, and if their department field equals cakes, then they will get this permission set. So you can then go ahead and say what permissions they have. You're able to disable certain pushes and gets out of Salesforce if you like by just disabling it or keeping it as the default. And you can also say what they're able to see. So for this cake baker role, let's say that they are not able to see the tab that gives them, or maybe I'll just disable it. Say read only for first name, last name, and email. Okay, perfect. And then I'm also going to edit the fallback role. And I'm just going to disallow them to see the, go ahead and just hide the power table. So anybody who's a fallback role will not be able to see the power table, but if you're a cake baker, you will be able to see the power table, but you will not be able to edit the first name, last name, or email field. So I clicked apply after I finished setting up my permissions for my different roles, and now I can preview this. So this first time, let's log in as if we were Ronald Harrison. So here's his email and how he logs into Smart V. That's how I set it up. So now he's logging in and he's able to see the power table, all the gets ran, but he is not able to, it's read only for the first name, last name, and email. Okay, Let's log out and log back in as, oh, must have been for a previous video. Let's just close that out and re-preview this. Okay, and now let's sign in as someone else. So I think I think that I might actually be in the case. Let's just go ahead and try it. Let's see. So anybody else should be a fallback role. Let's just go ahead and find another contact. Find somebody who does not have Bots. Their department is not equal to cake, so that means that they are a fallback user. So let's give her an email so we can log in as her. Save. Cool, now I can log in as Sarah because she has an email on her contact. Now she's logged in and she is able to edit this. It's not just read only, but she's unable to see the power table. And that was all due to those role permissions that I set up after I created my new role in the user access settings. So that is how it's done, and thank you for watching.